All right. Tap in, Crown Collective. Tap in, Crown Collective. Tap in. Look. Oh, the alignment that you have is creating overflow, and we totes need to discuss it. Do you hear what I'm saying? This is such a big deal for you because you have been working so hard, collective. You've been working nonstop to put yourself in a position of just being stable, right? Like stability has been incredibly important to you. And I don't think that you realize just how hard you have been grinding over the last few seasons of your life. And so I want to talk about this season where your inner order begins producing an outer increase. So, what you have been aligning with this entire time is now producing something that is so magnetic and strong that you're starting to see the abundance take hold and take place. And so, if you are a woman that's listening to this conversation, I want you to truly ground yourself in this. If you are a woman who is like, oh my gosh, Cass, I'm unsure if this is for me, I want you to tune in and listen because even if you don't feel like you are in a season of overflow, I want you to listen to this as if you are, and we're going to manifest that, right? So when you are sitting in your throne or sitting on your throne and you are behaving as if this is where you're supposed to be in a season of overflow, then it will come to you much more easily. Now, you guys know I always say when you create a pathway in the natural, it opens up a floodgate in the supernatural. And that's what I want you to take with you. Okay. So I want you to understand that you are no longer forcing this outcome. It's going to happen. The outcome is here. You're no longer forcing it. You're consistent. You have clarity. You're disciplined. And now you're creating a visible result. And I want you to sit with that. It's imperative that you sit with that because in this next level, you recognize that not only are you in full blown abundance, but your overflow is going to begin to touch the people around you. And that is a major, major deal. Now, I know some of y'all like, Cass, I don't want my abundance to touch the people around you. Girl, you don't have a choice. When God gives you something that is so clear, when God starts to pour into you, it can't help but to touch the people around you. And I'm not just talking about financially. I'm also speaking about emotionally, psychologically, removing people's mental blocks. Like you have the ability to do that simply because you've done the work and you don't have any other choice but to operate in the space that God has blessed you to be in. Everything that you touch is gold. Everything that you touch is gold. Even when you don't see it right now, it will come. It will come. And I want you to lean into that by the actual way. My name is Cass. I'm a speaker. I'm an arrival era leadership coach. And I'm a ceremonial guide. And if you are not a part of my Witnessed Woman Secret Telegram suite, then you are missing out. I just dropped the Witness Woman, the Invisible Preparation season, which talks about going from working very hard, being in a space of knowing, having the credentials, knowing that you can do the job, and then the opportunity that arises for you to come to that occasion. Okay. It is jam packed with information and gems. And guess what? Next week, I am dropping a secret framework that no one else has. It's a framework I developed when I was in my invisible preparation phase, and it helped me get through and helped me unlock many of the opportunities that I have received at this point in time. So if you're interested in joining the Witness Woman Telegram suite, I want you to click the link that Travis is going to put in the chat box, or you can go into my description and click the link that says the Witness Woman Telegram suite. Okay, tap in. Oh my goodness. Now, as I continue to unpack this channel message, I want to remind you that you are not here by accident. I want to remind you that this message was led to you because you needed to hear it, because there was a moment just yesterday, just 2 seconds ago, where you were doubting yourself, okay? Where you were not that one, Travis, could you drop the witness woman link, please? There was a moment um a while ago where you were thinking that you were undeserving or that you didn't deserve the play. And I'm here to tell you, baby, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Who said you ain't deserve it? Who said that you didn't deserve the abundance? Who said that you did not deserve the abundance? Who said that you were not worthy? Who said that you were ill prepared? Girl, that ain't nothing but the enemy trying to trick you out your spot. They ain't nothing but the enemy trying to trick you out your spot. Let me tell you something about that enemy trying to trick you out your spot. They will use everything that you used to tell yourself, everything that you used to do in order to play you like a fiddle. And I'm here to just tell you that we are rebuking that in the name of all that is holy. Okay? We are not playing those games. The overflow that you are about to receive or that you have received is blowing your actual freaking mind. And I know that as it continues to come in, you're probably thinking to yourself, like, my goodness, where did all this come from? Let me tell you where it came from. Thank you. Let me tell you where it came from. It came from you doing the work. Oh, it came from you doing the work, girl. Like, what did you think that you was just sitting around not doing something this whole time? Is that what you thought? Were you thinking this whole time that all the therapy, all of the retreats, all of this investing in your healing, the journaling, the praying, the crying, the making it happen, even when you weren't sure? Did you think all of that was for naught? Is that what you thought? Because girl, it wasn't. It wasn't. Let me empower you for a moment. Let me put things in perspective for you for just quite a moment, okay? When you are faced with adversity, when you are faced with the enemy looking at you, telling you that you're not going to make it or you don't deserve it, or there's a barrier in front of you, the point of making it through is to learn the lessons that not only build a warrior for God, but also build your resistance. Yes, that's what it's there for. You didn't go through all of that just to sit down and just have to struggle. No, the abundance flows to you there, and there will be an overflow. The overflow comes from obedience, baby. I know that's a word that many of us run away from, especially as women. Oh my gosh, obedience. I just want to do what I want to do. But when God places a purpose in your life, I'm glad when God places a purpose in your life, you are not supposed to continuously ignore it. Okay. And a lot of you ignore it because you don't feel like you're ready to take on that assignment. Tap in. A lot of you ignore it because you feel like you need to get more credentials in order to take on that assignment. Okay. So many of you are ignoring the divine purpose that has been placed in your life by God simply because in your mind, you're like, girl, I'm not ready. But God don't care. You can keep ignoring that if you want to. You can keep ignoring that if you want to. Because every time you ignore it, you're going to feel like you're shrinking. So I want you to realize that what once felt contained to you in the beginning, the abundance is about to spill beyond your original boundaries. What you ever thought. You know, I often think about my grandmama. If y'all don't mind me taking it back and just giving you a story. I often think about my grandma who grew up in the South in the early 1900s. Oh my gosh, I know, right? Forever ago. Okay. Actually, at this point, I think we're nearly 100 years out. Okay. And she used to tell me about walking to school and stuffing newspaper in her shoes because she didn't have like good shoes and she was poor growing up. She grew up on a plantation just like my great grandmother did. Yes, that was still happening then. Okay, don't let the schools lie to you. Okay, um, and she was a huge believer in Christ, and she lived by that doctrine. And she used to say all the time, baby, I never thought I would have so many shoes in my closet that I didn't even know what to wear. She used to say to me all the time, I never thought I would have coats that would keep me warm and I'll get to choose from my coats. And she was so blessed in her overflow that sometimes all she could do is just look at her small closet and say, I cannot believe I have all of this. But she was so much more than that. I think the clothing was a representation of the fact that she had the ability to buy it. And I feel like that is so important for you to recognize. This is such a weird question on this channel. So when I'm asking you to recognize that what you have is not sudden luck, what you have is years, if not decades worth of stories and decades worth of conversation and tears and fights and scars and failures and wins that contributes to this moment of overflow. And let me tell you what's different now that wasn't happening back then. You now know what to do with that overflow, because see, sometimes when God blesses you with an overflow, you actually you don't do right by it. Okay, and a lot of that is just because of immaturity. A lot of that is just like, hey, I'm ball so hard, you only live once, YOLO, all that stuff. But in this season, the overflow hits different because you know what it's like from the point of zero to being able to look at whatever your closet is and say, wow, I never thought that I'd be able to have all of these options. I never thought I'd be able to sit here in front of you and say these things and be okay. You know, another thing that comes to mind right now as I'm still channeling this message is I speak to a lot of women who give me their trauma, okay? Giving me their trauma. Listen, I'll take it. Thank you. You said J HUD vibes. Ooh, I love me some J HUD. But I sit with a lot of women who give me their traumas as they're telling their stories when they book their calls for my private sacred witness ceremony. And oftentimes they'll cry and they say, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean for that to come up. It just feels like I'm dumping on you. And I tell them, I'm like, that's the whole point of this 1 hour to 1.5 hour phone call. I want you to give me everything. I want you to give me everything that sits inside of you, because it's your story. You're not trauma dumping. You're giving me context to how you got to this point of wanting a high touch ceremony like this, right? And so many times they sit and they can tell their story and it doesn't tear them apart. It doesn't make them feel like they're going back or they're spiraling backwards. What it actually does, it really gives the true identity of who they are, how they got here, why it's important, and why it matters to this moment in their lives. It's truly a threshold. And many of you sometimes believe that because your big traumas, little traumas have felt like it consumes you, that you don't deserve to be seen or that you're bothering other people with your story. You're not bothering me at all. And I'm thankful that I get to hold a space for your thresholds and you get to sit down and talk to me and say, I never thought that there was a time I would be able to give my story, tell my story in a way that is accepted, is received, and that I know that it's a part of my story. Sometimes we disconnect, so we disassociate so much that we don't even recognize that the story that is holding us back or the events that hold us back, we're connected to those. That happens often. So if you are someone, if you are a woman who consistently says, like, I have a story, I know that my story matters, this is important, it's imperative, I want you to truly, truly take a step back, and I want you to say, it's okay for me to tell my story. Ooh. It's okay for me to tell my story in a container that truly matters. And if you are looking for a high touch private ceremony container, I have just the 6-week private container for you. I want you to click the link that Travis put in, the private witness ceremony, and it's going to blow your mind. Tap in. Now, whew, my goodness, that was a heckified channel message, and I'm so here for it. I loved it. I loved it. And I just want you to sit with the magnitude of how powerful you are to call in this level of abundance and overflow. I feel like this week, my messages have just continuously been about abundance, overflow, receiving, thanksgiving, and really reclaiming who you are through your story. And it's important for me to continuously tell you that A, your story matters, and B, not everybody is meant to hear your story or recognize the power within your stories. The reason why, the reason why you continuously go back to the stories that impact you emotionally is because you recognize that that was truly what we call a threshold moment. That is when you recognize you changed internally. And now that internal change must be represented externally. That's why you keep going back to that moment of, I can't believe I overcame, or I wrote a book, or I started a podcast, or I started singing again, or I started doing, different things. And I want you to love that. And I want you to sit with that and recognize that you're not going to be shamed for your story here. When you guys email me, I never shame you when you email me. I read every single one of your emails. I might not always respond in 24 hours, but I read every single one of your emails. And and it's sacred for me that you feel comfortable sharing. And many of you end your conversations, my hand. Many of you end your conversations with, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to dump on you. And I'm reading an incredible story of perseverance, of winning, of survival, of living in your truth, of not backing down. So many of your stories are jam-packed with nail-biting moments where the average person would have never gotten through. They would have folded like a lawn chair. Yet you did it. And oftentimes you'll see me respond, and I'll say something like, oh my gosh, this is so powerful. Please give me a moment to really digest this. And then I'll come up with, when I follow up with another email, like, wow, I had a chance to really take in your story. And it's incredible what you went through. And also, as I'm continuously downloading this message, I know that many of you have arrived, and this is why I'm an arrival era leadership coach. Many of you have arrived because you want your story to be a beacon of hope for other women. Oh my goodness. Y'all don't even realize that your story is now a framework for other women who have survived. And that's why the overflow is happening for you. Hi, Flower. That's why. And if you love that message, type I receive in the chat. Type I receive that in the chat. And in this era in your arrival era of stability and overflow and abundance, I want you to recognize that you are not operating from urgency. Do you realize that? Do you realize that oftentimes when you are in a space of overflow, what used to make you say, I got to get on that immediately, it fades away? Yeah, it fades away because abundance doesn't require you to urgently get up and fix everything. Looking at the Two of Pentacles, yeah. It doesn't require you to get up and fix everything on the immediate. And you're not on anybody's time except for God's time. That's a whole nother thing. When you are in your arrival era, circa the overflow and abundance phase, which is where we are in this conversation. Oh my goodness. You actually put down your cape. Yeah. You put down your cape and you're like, girl, you almost got me. You almost triggered my anxiety, girl. Oh no, you almost triggered me to just go ham and just solve your problem. No. Okay. Yeah. I want you, it's okay if you say no. It's okay if you want to enjoy this space of abundance, this overflow. Because recognize that when you are in overflow, it's not just you who's being affected, it's the people around you that's being affected one way or another. Receive that and know that. That doesn't mean that everybody gets to financially prosper off of you, but recognize that people's mindsets shift. People either show you that they are your greatest support system, or they might show you they natural ass. Okay, either way is good. Either way is good. And here's the thing: when people show you they ass to kiss, when you start to receive your overflow and your abundance, baby, listen, do not fret. Okay, do not fret. Don't allow that to get you off your game. Don't even allow that to become a moment of urgency for you. Allow that to be the clarity that you always knew you needed. Whoo, Knight of Wands. Let them know this is the clarity that you always knew you needed. Like skateboard down on the hill on the ass. Are they over here, slow walking the hill going down? You done caught a skateboard. You done rollerbladed straight past them. That is not only God telling you to be like, yo, trust this plan, but it's also you recognizing that you ain't got to stop for somebody who purposefully and willingly will just not do anything for you. They could hop a skateboard too. Maybe it's not their time. Looking at the Queen of Wands with the Knight of Wands. Yeah. Ooh, big movement coming in for you, collective. Big movement coming in. Not just big movement, but the wands is pretty much like showing the world. Like, it's like waving the flag. Like, yo, we over here. We made it. Like, like this, they call it American exceptionalism, where, we think we the greatest people on the face of the planet, but really in reality, we the laughingstock of the world. There was actually a time where we were actually pretty okay. All right. We fumbled that bag, but nevertheless, I feel like your wand, your Knight of Wands and your Queen of Wands is like, hey, yo, we good over here. But also don't come over here with your mess, because we'll burn your ass down, okay? I love this energy for you, collective. It's fast moving. It's unstoppable. The overflow is unstoppable. And if you are somebody who is in contemplation about this, like, oh my gosh, I don't know if this is for me. Are you talking to me? Yes, I'm talking to you. Yes, I'm speaking to you. As a matter of fact, if you are the woman who's sitting up here second guessing and trying to figure out whether or not this conversation is for you, I'm here to tell you that you are the most important person that this conversation needs to hit. Because you're dealing with something inside of you that is telling you you are not worthy. Even though you've climbed the mountain, multiple mountains, even though you have the scars to prove that you've gone through all the battles, physical battle, spiritual battle, financial battle, you've gone through all of it. And now that God is like, whoa, you've actually been obedient, you've prayed, you've asked for this, you've learned your lessons, whatever the case may be, God is like, okay, boom, let's just rain down, like make it rain. You should have been talking about, well, I don't know. No, ma'am, you do know. You do know. It's that limiting belief that's keeping you in shock. And we're going to just put that limiting belief in the forehead. Okay, tap in. Oh my gosh, I really do love this Queen of Wands and this Knight of Wands. And I know that some of you have that worry bug, that worry worm inside of you. And I think we need to take a laxative. We got to get rid of that worry worm. We got to get rid of that thing. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, ma'am. It will not be, no, it will not, that won't prosper over here. Who wanted to jump up out of us? Looking at the Ace of Cups along with the King of Wands. Now listen. Now listen here. We done went from the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands to the King of Wands with the Ace of Cups. So this is what I'm telling you, collective. What I'm telling you is to sit down in this power. Sit down in this moment. Sit down in this energy. Not only accept it, but I want you to dwell here. I want you to live here. I want you to accept it here in this overflow and abundant state. Don't run away from it. I want you to say, okay, let me listen. Open up your arms. Get a basket, girl. Like, go sing in the rain and twirl around. However the abundance, however the overflow is coming to you, I want you to open up another part of your purse and get more. It doesn't have to stop. The blessings continue to come when you ensure that the pathway here is open, so that the floodgates and the supernatural can continue to pour in. And you enjoy it here. You absolutely enjoy it here. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love this. Confident, sure of yourself, free, smooth with it. You trust yourself here. This is truly where you are supposed to trust yourself, collective. This is truly where you're supposed to sit here and say, you know what? Thank you, God. You're right. I did that. Somebody type in the chat for me, I did that. We are patting ourselves on the back here, sister. We're not going to let this opportunity fly by. You did that. You survived that. You said that. You applied that. You won that. You repelled that. Like, you actually did that. I need to start the You Did That series, where I just talk about all the things you did that got you to that. Thank you. Testifying in the chat. We sit up here and think that overflow and abundance is only financial. And it shouldn't be only financial, but there should be big money coming through. But it's also you changing your mind of what you will and will not accept. It's also about the rooms that you know you deserve to walk in, and walk in them feeling scared anyway, knowing that you belong there. It's you recognizing that there's always more. There's always more room for improvement, always more room for growth, always more room for more. We're not playing these games today. I'm talking about the overflow that you deserve. Oh my goodness. I feel like this message is so imperative, that this message is so clear, that some of you are finally getting a good night's rest. Yeah. The anxiety has probably been sitting on you for so long that you have not known what to do, that you've been losing sleep. It didn't matter if you rolled a spliff. It didn't matter if you took a med. It didn't matter if you did your meditation. If you listened to, okay, side note, y'all, real quick. There is this dude that does AMSR, nighttime sleep, long form podcast, and he got one that it's like it's you and Batman and Alfred in a cave solving the crime. It is one of the most dopest podcasts I've ever listened to. Okay, if I remember to do it, I'll put it in the chat later on. I'll pin it. Nevertheless, all of the things that you have been doing to invite a restful sleep, it wasn't working, and something has come over you where where the Holy Spirit is actually telling you, don't worry, it's coming. And it was so loud. It's so loud that you know that this message is only meant for you. Oh my goodness. It's so loud that you actually thought it was somebody in your room that was telling you, don't worry, it's coming. That's how loud the message was to you. And that night you went to sleep and you slept good. I mean, I'm talking about, I mean, you was knocked out. Might have even had a very vivid dream. That was the holy message telling you, hey, yo, you got this. Some of y'all might have been asking for a sign. How do I know it's coming to me? Oh my goodness. How do I know this is supposed to be coming to me? You asking for a sign, you ask for all this, all that. Like my pops say, all this right here, like this right there. Some of y'all been asking that. And boom, what do you know? You found a couple dollars on the ground. Boom, what do you know? Somebody came out of nowhere and said, hey, you want to come to this event with me? It's like, damn, I've been thinking about that event for a minute. You got a phone call about some resources. You bumped into somebody that can give you a connection. Like, it's always like you've been asking for a sign and the sign that came and punched you in the forehead. You like, whoa, that's exactly what I was looking for. And some of y'all are so supernatural with your gifts that when you ask for something, it comes instantly. If you are that person where you ask for something and it comes instantly, you bet if you don't get into your chambers, if you do not get into your chambers right now and heal the world and make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race, I don't know what you're doing. Okay? And while you are praying to heal the world, ask for the bands. Okay? Now I know they said bands will make her dance. And we ain't talking about Juicy J. We talking about the dance that we gonna do when we get to support other people, when we get to wipe out debt, when we get to give back to our community. Okay? Then we can line dance. All right? Whew, my goodness. How y'all feeling out there? How y'all feeling out there? Let's see what's going on here. Who we got the lovers? What's on the bottom? We got the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups and the lovers. Let me tell you something, baby. Woo-wee. Let's talk about it. Somebody in there is not somebody. There is something within you that has been screaming at you to start. It's been something in you that has been screaming at you to start. I don't know what this start is, but it's something that's emotionally attached to you. I feel like the conversation is like telling you to start running. Start running away. Yeah. Start running away from whatever is in you that's telling you that you need to go a different direction, or you need to try something else. Or I feel like this mind, this sound in your mind, this voice in your head, is like it's creeping on the come up. It's something that's been within you for a long time that you listened to before that has taken you off track. Oh my goodness. Listen to me. Something that has taken you off track before and you regret not sticking with it. That same voice in your head is coming up, and this is telling me for you to tell. Oh, my goodness. God, please clarify this message through my mouth. It is telling you to GTFOH with the mindset. I feel like this could be a mother figure, a father figure. Really, what's kind of creeping in here is a maternal figure, an auntie, an older sister, an older cousin, somebody that's older than you, that has a little bit more rank within your world, that might be that excuse me, that has at one point in time tried to make you feel lesser than, try to make you feel like you weren't worthy, right? Or that you'll never make it. I just feel like this person's voice is that of the enemy. The enemy is operating within them. And let me tell you something about this overflow season. The enemy fitting to get real bold. This enemy about to be real audacious with it. This enemy about to be real clank with the guns. Okay? And I'm saying, when I see the Lovers and the Knight of Cups, I'm feeling like run away emotionally as fast as you can. And it's not sitting on me that this is a romantic relationship. It's sitting on me as someone who you used to admire at one point in time. Yes. Mm-hmm. And it's saying like, hey, leave. Yeah, look, devil at the bottom. So straight running away from the devil. I don't know who needed to hear that message. Let me just clarify this a bit more. Because one thing I can't stand is a hating hoe when you getting your blessings. As a matter of fact, I looked at that. What was that? Let me look at that devil again. Oh man, I got rid of it. That devil was sitting around with a whole bunch of shopping bags, like she was in a boutique or something. So I really feel like actually this person has benefited off of you so freaking much. They are emotionally profiting off of you, off of your fear, off of you setting yourself back. I need you to tell them, not today, Satan. And be dramatic with it. I need you when they come with the bullshit, when they start telling you, oh, you think you all that because you got this and because you got an opportunity. I don't care, girl. I don't care if you came into an extra $30 and you was able to get the premium pedicure. Okay, I don't care if that's what it is, because you needed somebody to rub on your feet. Okay, this heifer right here gonna say, oh, so what, you think you cute with your little pedicure? Yes, I do. Do you like him? I got French. I got a little gemstone on it. When I rub my feet across the floor, I don't feel nothing. It's just smooth. Be dramatic with it. Who these hoes think they playing with is really the question. It's not going to be you. It's their addiction. It is their addiction. Whoo-wee. It is their addiction to cause you nightmares about what you truly deserve. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why the devil is up in my chat right now. Talking about, can you receive my call from jail? Girl, I don't do jail. No. Orange and being adjacent to that color orange, that's nightmares. Okay? Nightmares. I don't do confinement addiction. Okay, Tabby? Okay, I don't do confinement addiction. No ma'am, no sir. All right? So I know you in the wrong chat. He's talking about overflow and abundance, okay? We're not talking about being up in tight quarters. All right, tap in. No, sir, no, ma'am. Okay, that's the thing. A nightmare's way. All this greatness, they don't allow for curly bouncy froze up there. Okay, all right. Ooh-wee. The fact that addiction and nightmare came out back to back under this goes on to confirm how I feel about this energy that just came up in this message of overflow and abundance. This is wild territory here. And this is exactly why you need to be in my Witnessed Woman Telegram. I just dropped the training in there on the invisible preparation that talks about high achieving, high level, high authority women that go through quiet phases of just racking up certifications, racking up information, racking up knowledge. And then there's this quiet space that could be years of you actually entering the space you were creating for yourself. Okay, tap in. You need, y'all, my Witness Woman's about to be lit up. Go join now. Okay? Addiction, compulsion, dependence, obsession. Oh, this is crazy. I'm telling you, this person has an obsession with you not doing right by your abundance. And the fact that I saw that devil card, I hope it pops back up. The fact that I saw that devil card and the devil was literally shopping. This person wants you to misuse your abundance and overflow. Let me tell you something. It won't be you. It won't be you. Have a fixation with you. They are preoccupied with you. Yeah. Straight wicked, evil, cruel. Woo-wee. Nightmare, fiendish, demonic energy. What else is going on here? Yeah, and that flows together. And this person cannot get out. They cannot get out of wanting to see you fail so that they can say, look at everything God gave you. You still fumbled the bag. Girl, please. Ain't nobody fumbled nothing. The only thing that got fumbled was the hole that did your eyebrows. And that lopsided BBL. And the only thing that failed was the fact that you didn't make it to the dentist. You're not fumbling your blessings. Who they think you are? And you know what I love about this overflow is that you've been working on this, and I hope this message really resonates with you. I do. And it's a few women that come to mind when I'm thinking about this. But my God, I really hope that the last 5 years where you were still fighting for your name, you were still fighting for justice, you were still fighting for the right thing, where you truly made it, like where you didn't know if you were going to go on, where you just holding so much egg. I hope the last 5 years of your life have been preparation for your abundance, for your overflow. I see you like the boys all pause. Like when you enter a room, when your voice comes on, when you show up, like everybody's looking at you, and you take on this energy like, this is for my homies acting like they know me. They don't know you, girl. They don't know you, okay? So this evil, demonic, raggedy, snaggletooth, stank hoe that came up in this reading right here, that thought that they was going to just, get you off your game, girl, they are eating their own feet like the ogres they are, okay? And I hope that resonates with you in some way, shape, or form. And I'm gonna tell you right now, sister, okay, if this is resonating with you, I want you to just drop a crown in the chat. Let me tell you right now, sister, it's only the beginning. That's why the overflow is here. That's why the overflow is here. Thank you, God, for making me clarify that message, because they could never. Oh my God, this overflow is so beautiful. Whew. Man. And it's not just winning. It's like this. Listen, it is a continuous flow. Yeah. So this isn't like like Venus and Serena winning a match, right? Because they dominated for 20 years, right? It's not just that they won a match. The overflow of their hard work. Oh my gosh, I see the crown. The overflow in their hard work. Oh my gosh, y'all. It went into endorsements. It went into partnerships. It went into, here's the overflow. It went into creating an environment where other young Black women and girls wanted to go into tennis. And now we actually see the fruits of their overflow in abundance. Y'all on some Venus and Serena, and y'all don't even know it. Y'all sitting here thinking that you're playing small. No. You keep saying no. And I'm saying yeah. Don't play with me, collective. Don't play with me. Oh my gosh. I absolutely love this energy. Ooh. That just hit somebody. Just hit somebody in their spirit. I just saw the death card. That just, whoo. And you accept it. You are accepting it. Oh my gosh. I really love this conversation, y'all. It's amazing. It's amazing. It is amazing that this growth is stretching you. With this receiving, let me tell you something. Whew. Being in overflow, it stretches you because it creates a responsibility. It's pressure on your shoulders, but in a good way, because you know what this abundance means to you. You know what this overflow means to you. You know what this is, and you're so humble with it because you know as quick as it was given, it can be taken away. But you're so secure. Like, you know the level of obedience that it took for you to even get here. Can we just have a moment to clink, clink, cheers, okay? Cheers. Just knowing what it took for you to get here. Oh my gosh. You're not moving carelessly here. You're not moving as someone who doesn't recognize that the consequences of mishandling this overflow is exponential. Hi, blessings and greetings. Now, you so focused that you know your purpose. You so focused that it's just clear to you what you must do in this season. Oh, baby, I'm here for it. I love it. I love this. Oh my gosh. You know, Kanye West, whoever he may or may not be at this point in life, I don't care. He got this song called Runaway. I think it's Runaway. And he's like, let's have a toast for the douchebags. Let's have a toast for the assholes. Let's have a toast for the scumbags. Every one of them that I know. Who knows that song? Baby, I got a plan. Run away as fast as you can. Run away from me, baby. Like, run away. Run away. And then in the back, he say, who is it? Who got you? Who got you? Or is it who shot you? What's the lyrics, y'all? Let's look it up. I don't even know the lyrics. What he say in the background? I always thought he said, who got you? Oh my gosh, y'all, somebody verify that for me. Nevertheless, y'all, let's toast. Because them the people that got you together when your boundaries was just falling all over the place. Your boundaries was acting like hoes loose lips. Hi, Lady Honey T. Oh, I like that name. Now listen, that's a power name right there. They better not play. Y'all trying to find out what the lyrics of this song is. I really hope it's who got you. I don't know. I have to look at it later. Nevertheless, let me close out this message, y'all, because I'm coming up on an hour. I have never in my life given a message like this of like just overflow and abundance. North Carolina, come on and raise up, take your shirt out, just around your head just like a helicopter. Hey, now listen, okay? I know some folks up in North Carolina, okay? They hanging out the window mouth full of gold teeth. Okay? I know some folks up in North Carolina. Let me tell you something. North Carolina, I've driven all throughout this country. Texas, Georgia, Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, DC, all that. There is not a place on this planet like North Carolina. North Carolina is different. Big difference. All right. When I say I've never seen hanging out the window mouth full of gold teeth, oh, I'm talking about country. Talking about country. Let me tell you something. I had best greens of my life. I'm sorry. Best cornbread of my life. I gained 1,000 pounds and then lost 1,000 pounds. You had to walk everywhere. Tap in, okay? Nevertheless, y'all, that just, we stay focused. I've never done a video like this that talked about abundance and overflow in this way. And the fact that it's hitting y'all so much, and I keep receiving the messages in my inbox, is letting me know that we are entering a part of our arrival era that is a collective experience. Your abundance ain't gonna look like the next woman's. Your abundance is not gonna look like the next man's, because everybody's journey is not the same. But what will be the same is the feeling that comes with it. Whew. That's what's going to be the same. Y'all, let me just pull a few more to christen this conversation and seal it closed. Okay. Oh my goodness. You guys have been amazing. Origin, abundance, discernment, big discernment, please, choice, abide by the rules, to bear patiently and tolerate, to endure without yielding. Ooh. To accept without objection, excuse me. And that's the thing. A lot of y'all not abiding by the blessings. Y'all accepting, and y'all saying, oh, well, wait a minute, maybe I should. Now, baby. This says to accept without objections. That's what it says here. So shut up and receive your overflow. Oh my God. What else we got here? Yeah. And listen, don't allow your mind to go into the void. Introspect. Intuition. Now let me tell you something about your intuition during this overflow phase. You better listen to every drop of your intuition. If you come back and say for 1 second, if you come back and say, oh, well, maybe I was wrong about that, I might disappear and just boop, right in your forehead. Even if you do not see the outcome of your decision right then and there, it's gonna come. You better listen to your intuition every step of the way. Every little step you take, intuition will be there. You better listen. Every little step you take, intuition will be together. You better stop playing. What Bobby say? Every little step. Every little step. Every little step. You better listen to your darn intuition. Because y'all going to be together. Yeah. Good loving. Y'all, thank you for not judging me. Thank you, Love Frequency. Thank you for not judging me, y'all. Okay. And I tell y'all, I'm feeling myself because my wash and go came out good today. Y'all see it just bouncing? Okay. Woo, boy, I tell you. Absolutely. Trace. Vulnerable. Yeah. Some of y'all might be feeling a little bit vulnerable, but whoo. Listen. Open to view. I love this. And a trace of vulnerability is imperative to this part of your life. Okay? So it look like the picture. Thank you. Listen. Thank you, Mo. Okay, thank you. I just need the flower right here. Okay. Let's see. Close enough? I don't know. All right, y'all. Let me get into this message. The vulnerability is not for everyone. The vulnerability is for you. That is your source connection. You're not supposed to be hardened everywhere. It shouldn't be hardened at all, but I understand why you are. Okay. This vulnerability is so sacred. This is a vulnerability that should be shared in prayer. By the way, check out Prayer Alchemy, which is my signature master course that takes your prayers from quiet to structured, from just a passive practice to one of soulful and integrity and love. Oh my goodness, tap in. Now, before I get out of here, let me just say that your vulnerability and the traces of your vulnerability is sacred. You don't have to share with everybody for every reason. And in this time of overflow and abundance, I want you to be more strategic about how you share your story and your gifts. Okay? Because as I teach in my Prayer Alchemy Master Course, Mermaid, thank you so much. Thank you. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Oh, Mermaid said my Prayer Alchemy course is awesome. She said, I love you, sis, and you are glowing. Thank you so much. I wish I could pin this. Thank you. Thank you, friend. I love you. Oh my gosh, y'all. Thank you. I just got through. Oh my God. Mermaid, you are my biggest donation ever. Thank you so much. Thank you. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My prayer alchemy course is the bomb, y'all. It is audio. You could take it anywhere. It is a living, breathing document, which means sometimes I actually go in there and update or give new information. Like, y'all, prayer alchemy is worth every freaking penny listen, every freaking penny. Okay. Y'all think, hold on. I don't think oh, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get the link for you. Hold on, y'all. I'm get the link for you. In my prayer alchemy course, I talk about spiritual legislation, the rituals set up with even starting your prayer, what that looks like. I talk about documentation. I speak about all that in prayer alchemy. Each lesson is less than 15 minutes and it's power packed, power jammed. My prayer alchemy course is like next level. I've already have over a dozen women in the Telegram course, because that's where it's held. I already have over a dozen women, and the reviews are glowing. And I kind of keep it a secret from time to time because I'm like, you know what? Are y'all even ready for this level of information? And no, it's not like another prayer book that you will find in Borders, okay? How old am I? In Barnes and Noble, where it's just telling you about prayer or teaching you about prayer. These are skills that take your prayer practice from something that is passive to something that is truly a co-creation with God. Tap in. You don't have to be of a particular religion. You don't have to be in a particular religious community in order to appreciate prayer alchemy. Okay? Tap in. Y'all check out prayer alchemy. You can do Afterpay and Affirm as well. So check it out. All right. Let me end my message because I'm already over time. Your vulnerability belongs with the Most High. When you are in your overflow, when you are in your abundance, when you are getting your blessings, this is not the time for you to be talking about, this is how I did it. Because just as I speak about in my prayer alchemy course, spiritual legislation, you are sowing the laws and sowing the seeds to co-create with God. And there are people who are anti-you. Yeah. There are people that are anti-you. The enemy activates within people around you that you might not have even realized are out to silence you. Okay? So just keep that in your back pocket when you are enjoying the fruits of your literal, emotional, physical, psychological, and spiritual labor. All right? That being said, y'all, I love you so much. Thank you so much to my moderators who keep this community safe, because we plays no games up in here. Thank you so much to everybody, including Mermaid Prophetess, that has contributed to the support of this channel. It means so much to me. You guys are amazing. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. And I will see you guys live on Sunday. All right. So I'll see you around the community. Make sure that you comment, like, subscribe. Stop playing and commenting, like, and subscribe. We are a small channel. We're still growing, but I love you guys. I want you to stay safe out here. If you're on the West Coast of Southern California, it's raining, it's cold. Turn the heat up. I got my triple goose because 63 degrees is cold here. All right. I love you guys so much. Bye.